What's up, everybody? In this video, I do want to share my very small Wondrous con haul with you all. And I do want to say up front that my experience with this particular con was not a positive experience. I had issues with the website. When I went to put everything into my cart, it took a little while to do that. Funko kind of changed things up. They didn't have where you could add items right away. You had to actually go into each item to their specific page before you could add it to your cart. So that kind of threw me off. But once I got everything into my cart, it said initially that my wait time was going to be like an hour. And then it started to come down some, but then it basically like kicked me out. It said that it kind of disconnected from the website. So I did try to go back in, try to get my order through. It was very much a headache to finally get an order to go through. And by the time I got my order to go through, I actually decided to take one item out of my cart, and then there was another item that had sold out already, and I'll get more into that as I start to share the figures here. But let me go and show you what I was able to order. They did send two of the figures here in this sorter. I'll get these out real quick, and these were definitely two of my most wanted figures here. So Towerette from Moon Knight, I was really hoping that they would do a pop of this character, such a likable character from this series, and I actually will get her out of box. And this figure is supposed to be shared with Target as well. I've not actually seen it in Target yet, but it's been a little bit since I've been inside of Target, so I wouldn't be surprised if I go and actually find this in store as well. And I think some people did end up with con stickers, if I'm not mistaken. But you see it says here, Wondrous Convention Limited Edition. And then we have here this very awesome Poison Ivy as well. This is a very cool figure. I'm trying to remember who she was shared with. Might have been FYE, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, not a difficult figure to get a hold of, but a very cool looking Poison Ivy. I'll get this out of box as well. If you've watched my haul videos, you know that I really like to unbox my figures to show them off, and then most of them do end up going back in the box though. Then I also was able to order another really awesome item. As soon as I saw this, I was like, yeah, I'm going for that. Skrull as Iron Man, which is a very cool comic cover here. And of course we do have the series on the way, featuring the Skrulls with Nick Fury in it and everything. So that's going to be pretty cool to see it back here. Avengers the Initiative. Yeah, very cool looking Skrull as Iron Man. It's so awesome that they decided to do this one here. I am a fan of the Skrulls. I thought it was pretty interesting the way that they implemented them in the Captain Marvel movie. Even though I'm not super crazy about that movie, I did like the implementation of the Skrulls there. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them on Secret Invasion and how they're set up and everything. And I hope to see a Super Skrull eventually on the big screen. That would be pretty awesome once they get the Fantastic Four completely worked into the MCU. But yeah, I was able to order these three figures here, and like I said, I will do an unboxing in just a second here. But as far as what sold out, Groot actually sold out, so I was not able to get that initially. And the soda for Valkyrie, I also decided to take that out of my cart. But you all, this is very odd here. I still don't know exactly what happened. So that initial order that I tried to put through, like I said, I was kicked out. It didn't go through, so I did another order. But somehow the other order ended up shipping to me. I never got a confirmation for it. Like when I check my emails, no confirmation. I go check the Funko website and I look at my order history, it's not there. But somehow they ended up shipping that initial order to me. And from what I see, it doesn't look like I was charged. I mean, I'm gonna have to check my bank statement thoroughly to see if it shows up there. But like I said, it showed up after this order. After the second order, so I really don't know what happened there. But yeah, so they did send me the Valkyrie soda, which I kind of changed my mind about. I was on the fence about this one here. You see it's 11,000 pieces. It does have a chase. I want to say the chase is either glow in the dark or diamond. I can't remember, but I think it's the same mold though. Regardless, we'll see if I got the chase here in a moment. So yeah, then I ended up with doubles. So I did end up with another Skrull as Iron Man, which I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do like giveaways or put this into just my monthly prize pool. And of course, I do monthly giveaways over on my Patreon account, so you can check that out if you're interested. And then they did send here, you know, another sorter, and you see that this one is wider, and I'll show you why here. So I did get another Towerette. Of course, I'll go and put that up there. I did get another Poison Ivy. And I don't know why there's so much dust on these figures this time. And you all, when I couldn't get Groot initially, it is shared with Walmart. It'll probably be easy to find in stores, but I just went ahead and ordered a Groot on Walmart's website. But yeah, they sent me a Groot as well from my initial order, like I said. And I do think this is a cool Groot. They had done Groot with the bomb before, but he was actually holding it. This to me is the better movie reference, where he's actually pointing and not quite understanding what button he's supposed to press. I think this is the better callback. So I'm happy to have this figure, but yeah, now I'm gonna have another one on the way. I may need to go see if I can cancel that Walmart order if that's possible. But yeah, I ended up with some doubles, and like I said, I don't understand what happened with Funko's website. You know, if I was charged again, I'm not seeing it right now. You know, I don't understand it. But I tell you what, I'm not even gonna stress that right now. Like I said, I may decide to put some of these you know, into my prize pool for, you know, the Patreon giveaways. And definitely let me know what you got from Wondrous Con, if you got any of these same figures that I did, or if you went for something else. But let's go ahead and get into the Valkyrie soda here before I unbox some of these other figures here. And this is a cool looking soda, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't end up with this one. I actually, I guess if I had done that initial order too, maybe I could have, I mean, with that initial order, I could have maybe put the Snacklepuss soda in there, which that's the one I probably, if I had to do over again, I probably would go for that. But I think somebody else still will appreciate it even more than me. But it is a cool figure. So let's take a look at the soda. Like I said, I don't know if I'd be able to tell if this was a chase or not, because I think it does look the same regardless. If I had to guess, I would say this is not the chase, though. Nothing about it to me looks, I mean, there's just the paint job looks like a very matte finish. Doesn't look like it would glow or anything. But it is a cool look for the character. I definitely like the face paint there. I think that's a nice touch, and her kind of signature sword going on there. So it's a cool looking soda. I don't regret that it went through and I did end up getting it. So let's check and see. Oops, dropped the pog there. And yeah, from what I see here, this is the non-chase. Very nice artwork there. Valkyrie, 1 out of 9,200. Starting off here with Towerette, very good likeness of the character, and she's kind of a tall pop, especially because of, you know, the headdress there. She does stand a little bit taller than some other pops, definitely taller than the Poison Ivy there, which is good for the character. I really love the shading of the sort of purplish color on her, the kind of purple and pink, the way that they fade there and, you know, kind of blend together. That looks really cool. The pop eyes really do work very well on her, and she sort of has like lashes going on there as well, and she's got a little jewelry and things on. This is a very cool figure. And it's mainly just that I really like the character. I thought she was such a fun character in the Moon Knight series. I don't know if we'll ever see her again in any capacity, because it seems like more than likely what they're going to do with Moon Knight is to kind of put him together with other characters. I don't know if he'll necessarily have a season 2. It seems like, based on the way things left off with the series, it seems like a season 2 would be a good idea. But Marvel is kind of shifting the way that they're going to do things. They're not going to have as many series each year. So I just don't know if they're going to come back to Moon Knight as a series or not. But I would definitely be down for more Towerette and for more Moon Knight, especially if they can work in more action. That was the main thing I did not like about the Moon Knight series. I felt like it was kind of lacking in terms of action, especially time with Moon Knight in suit. But other than that, great character development, and like I said, that she's definitely my favorite character. Okay, so here we have this very awesome Poison Ivy. I've seen this look before. I don't think I've read a comic where she actually has this look going on, but I've seen it on covers. You know, I've seen the artwork and things, and yeah, it's a very cool look. You know, she's got the leaves and the hair there, and it's a nice hair sculpt. Would have been nice maybe if they put some leaves back there too, but I guess they didn't worry about that, mainly focusing on the front view. Okay, of course, she has the green eyeshadow going on, and I really like these piranha plants coming around her. So true to the character, and it's an interesting outfit that she has going on there. I definitely prefer this look for the character over when sometimes she has green skin. I've never been a big fan of that for Poison Ivy. I get why artists do that sometimes, but I definitely prefer a more human look for the character blended with the plant elements. So I really do like the look of this Poison Ivy. Definitely one of the better Poison Ivy figures that they have done. Okay, then we have Groot here, and Groot doesn't need a base. You notice the other two there have bases, which is kind of standard almost with female characters having the very thin ankles, small feet, you know. But yeah, the bomb here basically in his feet along with it creates the base there. And like I said, it's just a great callback to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which is still one of my favorite MCU movies. It has really strong emotional moments, has good humor. There's a couple of jokes that didn't quite work for me, but overall the humor is pretty solid. And plus it has so much going on, but it balances it all very well. I'll give James Gunn credit. He can have a lot of things going on within a movie and pretty much make it work, you know. So really looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I think is going to be pretty emotional as well. You know, we'll see how that turns out. One thing I noticed right away as I was taking out the scroll as Iron Man is with all the other comic covers I've seen, it seems like the cover is pretty flat. This is the first time I noticed that the cover is not really laying flat. And it is somewhat noticeable. It's a little awkward looking. And I did check the other one there since I had this double, and the same thing is going on with that one where the cover is not perfectly flat. So I'm not sure if they're like, this one looks, maybe it did fall kind of out of place. And see the way this is made, like I can't open this up and fix that. So I don't know, like Funko might want to kind of reconsider the design of this. You know, maybe they should make it to where you can make adjustments if you want to. And I've heard a lot of collectors say this, and I kind of understand it too. Like if you want the option to take the pop out of the case, I think you should have that option to do so easily. So normally, you know, of course the bases they're pretty sturdy, you know, the pop is stuck there to that base, but I think it would be nice if there was that option to take the pop off and display it separately, you know, and do whatever you want to with the case and the comic cover. But yeah, let me know what you think about that though. And overall, I do like the look of this one. I just wish that, like I said, that cover was laying flat. It is cool though to see all these different, you know, Marvel characters as scrolls. And it's going to be very interesting to see how they get worked in with the whole Secret Invasion thing. Yeah. And I'm assuming that will maybe cross over into the movies as well. You know, we'll see what happens with that. The MCU, things are a little bit rough right now, but hopefully they'll get things back on track. I know I've not been super crazy about the last couple of movies. So yeah, like I said, we'll see what happens though in the future though. But again, let me know what you ended up getting for Wondrous Con and what was your experience like if you did shop online on Funko.com for Wondrous Con as well. I think things were easier with the shared retailers, but yeah, Funko.com, they definitely need to work some things out. So again, let me know what your experience was like. Thank you all so much for taking the time to check out this video, and I will talk to you all again real soon.